Hi, my name is Rodolfo Mabaro, and the topic this week is early adulthood development. So, early adulthood development. How does research on life conditions that accelerate telomere shortening illustrate the joint influence of heredity and environment on biological aging? Physical development can vary depending on the person. Telomeres are a special type of DNA that is located at every end of chromosomes, serving as a cap to prevent it and protect the ends from being destructed. Telomeres shorten during aging. The older a person gets, the higher the risk of shortening. Telomerase is enzymes that can help protect aging cells, can reverse the trend, can prevent shortening and lengthening of telomeres. It doesn't mean that if the parents lived a long life, the kid will also live a long life. A child could probably inherit protective risk factors rather than having a long life. Question number 2 is, why are people in committed relationship likely to be more sexually active and, and satisfied than those who are dating several partners? Well, being in a committed relationship is a lot harder than dating several partners and sleeping with them. I believe that doing it with the person that you are committed is more meaningful, satisfying, and better compared with the people that you just meet. Not having the same interest, lack of in common, and many indifferences could be a factor of unsatisfying relationship. It would also be a lot easier to have a committed relationship if both shares the same interest, values, and approval of important people in their lives. The internet has been another way of introducing or meeting people. I also believe that the internet made it easier for couples to communicate through advanced technology like FaceTime. It helps all couples to feel that they are always together, even though they are a couple or 100 miles away. I feel like it helps couples to stay committed to their relationship. Question number 3 is, how does expertise affect information processing? Why is expertise necessary for, but not the same as creativity? Expertise, or being an expert, needs many extensive studying and research before becoming one. Being an expert at a certain subject or task, you'll be able to predict an outcome due to experience. Compared to a person who is barely starting, or what they call a novice, they will reach their conclusion by doing trial and error. Being an expert on something will give you advantages, especially in knowledge. Creativity is different because you need mature, unique cognitive capacity. Being young or old is not a disadvantage, or being creative. A case study supports that being exposed for at least 10 years from the initial exposure will give you a higher advantage of being creative. What students and college environment characteristics contribute to favorable psychological changes during the college years? People that attended college do have an upper hand compared to people that did not attend. People that attended college usually reflect on quality of their thinking, sees and identifies the weakness and strength of the other side in complex and complicated issues. They usually become better at reasoning regarding problems with no easy answers, and they usually use critical thinking with problems. Attending college gives a person a better chance in life, better work opportunities, and better treatment from others. In my own opinion, people treat you differently when they know that you are well educated and attended college. Number 5 is, what culture changes have led to the emerge of the period known as emerging adulthood? Choosing a career could sometimes be hard and requires getting a certificate, a degree, or sometimes a bachelor's. Many emerging adults who choose to study to be financially stable. They realize that working a minimum wage rate will not give financial freedom. Another cause of emerging adulthood is the wealthy nations that do not need young people to work, or wealthy who has financial freedom. Last question is, according to Levinson, how do the life structures of men and women differ? According to Levinson's season of life, men tend to pursue careers in their mid-20s compared to women who pursue a split dream, to have family and a career. When they reach their 30s, with men, a man pursues a family and a woman pursues a career. A dream or an image of themselves as an adult who makes their own decisions in the future. I actually do remember when I went to my nursing school, there were only 3 guys in our class, and the majority were women who chose to have a family first, or they got. I'm not saying they got pregnant early, but most of the people that I went in school either chose to have a family first and a different career, and then most of them were in mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, and they're still making changes. That they said that it's either the bills are getting higher and they needed a better job, or they couldn't do it earlier because they had 1, 2, or 3 kids, and now that they're all grown up, or not babies anymore, they could come find a career or go back to school and basically choose or pursue what they wanted to be. And actually, when I started when I was actually mid-20s when I went to my LVM school back in Los Angeles, and it kind of makes sense how Levinson's seasons of life for men is, because I am on my late 20s right now, but I'm still trying to earn a bachelor's, and it kind of makes sense how men tends to choose a career path, or they try to be financially stable on their mid-20s, and by 30s they do try to be in a relationship or try to be in a family. And with girls, it would be just hard. I'm not saying it's going to be hard, but it's going to be different with choosing a career versus choosing a family. And that is all. Thank you for listening.